Hi, I'm Jesse with sheel-mann USA, and today we're going to be installing seats in a Toyota Land Cruiser 70 series. Before we get into the install, I'm going to talk a little bit about the Toyota Land Cruiser 70 series and also talk a little bit about the seats we chose, the Vario F XXL Klima. The Toyota Land Cruiser 70 series is a real simple, rugged 4x4. These are designed to be capable off-road and be ultra reliable. They're used as a workhorse type of vehicle all over the globe. This one's a 1986 BJ70. Was originally sold in Eastern Europe. So it's got a diesel engine, left-hand drive, 5-speed manual transmission, and it's a short wheelbase model. So short with a 2-door hardtop. What's cool about a 70 series is it's a truck you can drive across town and run errands with. You can take it off-road and go way out into the mountains or explore the remote parts of the desert. It's also the type of truck you could take on a round-the-world road trip. Toyota made these for a really long production run. They made them from the 80s all the way up to the current day. They didn't sell very many of them in North America, but they're sold pretty much everywhere else around the world. There's a whole lot of different variants. These came with short wheelbase, mid wheelbase, long wheelbase, gasoline or diesel, hardtop station wagon, soft top station wagon, pickup trucks, single cab and dual cab, and the infamous troop carrier, also known as the Troopy. Although there's a bewildering number of different variants, and that can make it a little tricky to get the right parts unless you know these trucks. We're really passionate about this type of 4x4. You know, we here at sheel-mann, we like reliable, capable, rugged vehicles like this. And so we can help you with seats for any variant. Doesn't matter which year, which body style, we can help you put comfortable seats in it. Okay, we've got everything here that we need for the seat install. We're going to take a look at the tools and the various parts. We've got a 5mm and 6mm Allen wrench, which are provided in with your seat. We've got a 13mm combination wrench and a 14mm combination and a socket, so we got two different options. You could use one or the other depending on what's best for you. A large flat blade screwdriver, a soft-headed mallet, and then we've got some wiring tools, wire stripper, crimper, and a cutter. We've got the two hardware kits that are packed in with the seats. We've got the sliding rails that are packed underneath the seat, and we've got the adapter bracket, which ships in a separate box. Okay, on to the install. The first step is unbolting the old seats and taking them out of the vehicle. So removing the seats is relatively straightforward. I mentioned earlier these are simple vehicles and the seats are held in by just 4 bolts. I'm using a 14mm socket here. We'll unbolt all 4 bolts. Okay, once you get all 4 bolts out, you can lift the old seat out, take it out of the vehicle. The seats going in the Land Cruiser are the Vario F XXL Klima. To understand these seats, we can break it down. Vario means these are in our Vario line of seats. All the Vario models have 14-way adjustability. That adjustability allows me to dial in the fit. And with the seat adjusted to conform to my body, it cradles and supports me as I drive down the road, reducing fatigue. The F part of the name describes these side bolsters on the seat bottom. They're relatively low, so it makes it easy to get in and out of a tall vehicle like the Land Cruiser. XXL means these have a 3-inch taller seat back. I'm 6'2", so having that extra height means this offers me maximum support and comfort for long drives. Klima means these seats are equipped with seat heat and with active ventilation. There are fans inside the seat, and those move air from under the seat to a special membrane right under the surface of the upholstery. And on a hot day, that air moving past my body helps cool me off. Klima is a great choice for a vehicle like this. It's an older truck. It doesn't have air conditioning. It's got a really big amount of glass in the greenhouse, and it can get kind of warm. When I picked this truck up, it was in Arizona. It was Labor Day weekend, and I drove it across the American West, including passing very close to Death Valley on a really hot day. And man, I wish I had these seats in there for that trip. So these seats have our gray leatherette on the side bolsters. It's a great match for the gray interior on the Toyota 70 series. For the cloth inserts here, we wanted to do something a little bit special, something that would stand out and would tie into the red of the exterior. The truck has been restored, so it's been repainted, but it was repainted in the original red color. So we had these custom made at our factory in Germany with a custom cloth insert in the gray and red. On these seats, we've already gone ahead and installed the sliders on the bottom of the seat, and we've installed the armrests. There's links in the description to video tutorials for installing sliders and for installing armrests. While we've got the seat on its back here, we'll take a look at the wiring harness for climb up. The seat comes with the harness already attached and bundled together underneath the seat here. I'm going to clip the zip tie so we can take a closer look. So the harness comes with two switches, one for the heat and one for the ventilation. And it comes with a length of wire, a red wire to connect to 12-volt power and a black wire to connect to ground. With the seats out of the vehicle, it's the perfect time to prepare your Klima or seat heat connection on the vehicle side. This truck is 24 volt. The Klima harness or seat heat harness requires 12 volt power. So this truck's equipped with a 12 volt converter under the dash. We've gone ahead and run our wiring under the carpet to the converter. We leave it up to you to figure out the best spot to connect on your vehicle. Once again, you'll just need a connection to 12 volt power for the red wire and a connection to chassis ground for the black wire. The other thing you can do at this point is think about where you want to mount the switch. The switch is designed to go in a 20 millimeter round hole. You can mount it on the console. You can mount it to the dash. I might go for an aftermarket center console, so I don't think I'm going to put it there. Another option is to get a piece of angle. I just picked this up at the hardware store, put two 20 millimeter holes in it, and then attach that to the adapter bracket. Give you a nice spot to mount the switches on the side of the seat. We're going to offer up the adapter bracket here. That sits on the floor and attaches to the original mounting points that the stock seat bolted to. And a tip on these, I like to get each of the 4 bolts started before I start tightening things down. That way I make sure everything's going to line up and go together nicely before I snug it all down. I also like to get these started by hand. That way I make sure the threads are going in nicely before I take a wrench and snug them up further. We've just got this bracket installed and bolted down. I want to take a moment to mention that this style of mounting is going to be the same on any 70 series, regardless of body style, from 84 up to 99, with the exception of trucks that have a factory suspension seat base where you're keeping that seat base. It's also going to be the same for 99 and newer 2-door pickup trucks and 99 and newer 2-door troop carriers. If you have a 99 and newer station wagon, a 99 and newer dual cab pickup truck, or an older truck 84 to 99 with a suspension seat base, you'll use a different bracket, and we'll take a look at that in a minute. So in the truck we're installing the seats in, the order of assembly, starting at the floor and working our way up, is an adapter bracket that bolts to the floor, and then the set of sheel-mann sliding rails, and then on top of the sliding rails is the new seat. Trucks using the other style of bracket reuse the original Toyota sliding rails. So once again, starting at the floor with those trucks, you've got the original Toyota sliding rails, then the sheel-mann adapter bracket, and then the new seat on top of the adapter bracket. The original seat can be unbolted from the sliding rails, leaving the rails in the truck. And then the adapter bracket goes in between the original sliding rails and the new seat. There's an optional spacer that's needed on some models, not all models. If you have any questions about your specific application, reach out. We'll be happy to go over the details. Now we're going to install the passenger side adapter bracket. There's another quirk I should mention of the Toyota 70 series. If your truck has 2 bucket seats from the factory, both driver and passenger adapter brackets bolt right up. If your truck came with a split bench seat that has a buddy seat on the passenger side for 2 people, there may be a need to drill a hole in your floor to make the adapter bracket fit. Once again, give us a call about your specific application. We can talk you through the details. We've got the seat lifted into the vehicle. We're now going to take our bolts, the hardware kit that came packed with the seat, and bolt the sliding rails to the top of the adapter bracket. So I'm looking down through this hole in the slider and lining it up with the hole in the adapter bracket. Take the bolt into the front of the slider, through the hole, down through the bracket, take my nut and get that threaded onto the backside. The nut has a knurled flange, so once you get it a little bit snug, you can take the provided 5mm Allen wrench, come down from the top and tighten that up. Both front bolts are in and hand tight, so now we're going to slide the seat forward so we can get access to the back bolts. Lift up on the slider release bar, slide that forward. I'm going to tilt the seat back forward and work on the back bolts, dropping it down through the slider. Might have to wiggle stuff around a little bit to get those holes lined up. The reason we do these up by hand first is to give us that little bit of wiggle room to make sure we can get all 4 bolts going before we snug them down. Okay, we've got all 4 bolts in and hand tight. Now we're ready to use the provided Allen wrench to snug those up. Before we do, an important thing to note about the outboard armrest: it just fits between the seat and the B-pillar, but it's snug. So to maximize the available room, I'm going to use the fact that the bracket has an ovalized hole. It's a little bit slotted to give some adjustment back and forth. I'm going to make sure the seat is slid all the way in towards the middle of the vehicle to maximize the space, and then tighten up the bolts. Now the back bolts are tight, we're going to slide the seat back so we can tighten down the front bolts. Okay, snugging down the front bolt, and then we'll use the short side of the Allen wrench to get that tightened down. Okay, now we've got the driver's seat installed. We're going to move over to the passenger side and install that seat, and then we'll be done. Ooh, look at that. That's the ticket right there. We've got the seats installed, and I'm really looking forward to logging some miles. The old seats were not adjustable, the bottom cushion was too short, and the foam in those things is 40 years old. Really was not pleasant to drive for any distance. But now I've got adjustable cushion length, I've got adjustable lumbar support, adjustable side bolsters on the seat back, and the Klima seat heat and ventilation is going to make sure I'm comfortable whether it's cold out or whether it's a hot day. I think it's going to be a game changer for comfort on long drives. If you have any questions, feel free to give us a call or send an email to info@sheel-mann.com. We love Toyotas and love talking about Land Cruisers, so feel free to reach out.